ATV began operating from many venues in Greater London, but in 1960 it moved into Elstree. And on the 29th of November, it transmitted its first Elstree production, The Man Condemned.
Matterding, your lawyer's here.
Hi, Mr. Murdoch.
All right, officer.
I'm sorry, Matterding. I'm afraid it didn't work.
While I cite the courtesies to be observed in my court, Mr. Maine, you are not required to prostrate yourself.
1961 saw the opening of Studio A with Oxbridge 2000, and of course, Probation Officer.
Say hi, ho, howdy do, and welcome to the show.
The first US co-production was the Joe Stafford Show.
Hey there, watching a Joe. The dancers all follow the fellow we know as Lionel Blair. Say hi, ho, howdy do, and welcome to the show. Hi, Joe. Say hi, ho, howdy do. Here's someone you should meet. Our maestro, Mr. Jack Parnell. He really has a beat. Say hi, ho, howdy do, and welcome to the show. Say hi, ho, howdy do. Here's a pair you're gonna love. Miss Kathleen Harrison, greetings, ducks. Hey, Joe. George Benson, how you go?
I do know.
Miss Claire Bloom, good evening. Delighted that you could make the scene. Say hi, ho, howdy do, and welcome to the show.
Deadline Midnight featured the young David Hemmings.
Hey, look, have you had a word with the mother yet? I see. Well, then go for a photograph. Yes, try for a picture. Make a note to send Crane after a picture of the Hungarian kid, will you? Freddy's in a world of his own. Oh, what's your name, son?
Tommy Burns, sir.
Well, Tommy Burns, incoming copy in the in-tray, outgoing copy in the out-tray, clear?
Yes, sir. I'm new here, sir.
Well, you just picked up a trick of the trade then, haven't you? Hop it.
Tony coming in to see me? Well, it looks as though he's gone away. I wonder why. Don't you worry about it. Funny, he's been a bit cagey lately. I wonder what's up.
You are not here to imagine any more problems. You're here to rest. Now lie back.
Right.
In 1962, Studio B opened with Seeing Sport. Emergency Ward 10 moved to Elstree.
It's Paddy O'Mara, isn't it? My name's Anderson.
Oh, yes, you're the Garney husband, aren't you?
Yeah.
By the way, have you met Don Nolan? Don's the new casualty officer.
Hello, how do you
do?
Saludos, amigos of Tin Pan Alley, as Broadway goes Latin.
Cha-cha has come to Broadway. The Jenga beat has reached Times Square. Mambo is now on the 14th Second Street. Merengue is everywhere.
Señoras y señores, here is Edmundo Ross.
Buenas noches, good evening, damas y caballeros, and welcome to Broadway Goes Latin.
The Brayton Beat was ATV's first investigative news comment series. Its first director was Gordon Rees. And look what happened to him.
The importance of fresh vegetables as part of our normal diet has become a subject for much discussion recently, and I am delighted to announce the return of E.L. Wisty to comment on this subject in the person of Peter Cook.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a special welcome to all those of you who've been forced to eat spinach, the world's most ghastly vegetable. People were always trying to cram spinach down my throat when I was young, They kept saying, come on, E.L., eat up your spinach, it's good for you. Come along, eat up your spinach, E.L., or you'll never grow up to be big and strong and hairy like Auntie Stella.
Strange Concealments was the first children's drama series with a strong mystery element.
In the worldwide war against crime, there are men and women trained to sink their own identity in the international underworld. They work alone, in danger and in shadow, unrecognized by friend and enemy alike. They are the operators of the almost legendary Ghost Squad.
It was fired from an automatic fitted with a silencer, according to ballistics. It was removed from the body of an airline steward. The man who owned this cap. The gold was in his vest.
Oh, yes. He got the bullet intended for the doctor VIP at the airport, didn't he?
Winters, if you want to succeed in the police, you mustn't jump to conclusions. In my view, that bullet landed dead on target.
And the tragic figure of the inimitable Tony Hancock.
What are you doing?
Say that again, please.
What are you doing?
Oh, yes, the voice is beautifully aggressive.
Oh?
The face, too, wonderfully expressive. Eyebrows bristling, sneering, eyes bloodshot, vicious.
I'm sorry, I don't know what...
I should explain. I'm Peter Dartford, the film director. Perhaps you've seen some of my pictures. Town of Passion, Street Without Shame.
Yes, I saw them both.
Oh, did you enjoy them?
Yes, I thought they were quite good. They're pretty sort of hot stuff, though.
And I believe in showing life as it is and getting down to the basic realities.
Well, quite, but after all, that bedroom scene from Town of Passion, what a scene that was. I half expected the usherette to come round selling ice cubes.
Yes, you'd be perfect for the part, no doubt about it.
What?
You're part of my new picture. I knew at the moment I saw you. Perfect.
I'm no actor.
Oh, the girl in Town of Passion was a waitress until I discovered her, and I picked up the man who played the truck driver in a transport cafe. You must cast from life.
Cast from life? What, sort of part would I be playing then?
Well, how shall I put it? He's a complete waster. He divides his time between lounging round street corners and propping up bars. He's a moronic bully feared by his family.
Thank you. Very much.
1963 saw the beginning of a long and successful series Love Story, with music composed by Jack Parnell. The period whodunit, Sergeant Cork, starring John Barry and William Gaunt, began a long run in 1963. And we had to include our very own Sean O'Riordan in the Larkins.
What are you organising a paper chase for?
You made me jump.
I should think so, Eddie. What is all this?
It's decorations.
I'll decorate you in a minute. Can't you hang a couple of paper chases without making a mess of it?
Oh, I'm not making a mess of it. Look, all I've got to do is to take up the slack. Well, I did the parish all and the vicar was tickled pink.
Yes, he would be with all that wrapped round his neck. Now, come on, Eddie, make a proper job of it.
Well, it's all very well, but I'm working single-handed.
You're just plain cack-handed, that's what you are.
Well, where's Dad and Jeff? Up the pub, I bet.
They'd better not be. I sent them out for the turkey and the Christmas tree up the pub. Give me that.
Here's a milestone, if ever there was one. The Plane Makers, starring Patrick Wymark.
It's true, of course. that the failure of the starboard undercarriage was a most unfortunate occurrence.
I'm much stronger than that.
Might have been fatal.
Yes.
If we didn't employ the best test pilots in the business.
When you think of the delays that have been incurred.
Gentlemen, we are all gravely concerned. But as I've explained to you, with the aircraft back in the hangar, everything possible is being done to locate the fault, eradicate it, and place the blame squarely where it belongs.
Let's make a start, Johnny.
I'm at London Airport awaiting the arrival of a very important political figure from the Middle East. I understand he's here on a very secret mission. Oh, here he comes now.
Oh, will you just say a few words?
What is going on? Goodness gracious, what the... How dare you? What's the matter with you, man? I cannot stand it. What is the matter with you? English, pig you! Get away, get away! Okay, boy, what's the matter with you? It's overdoing it. What's the matter with you?
Sir.
Yes.
What is the purpose of your visit?
Peace and goodwill.
No prizes for guessing Morecambe and Wise. 1964 featured a series starring Millicent Martin, which made her a celebrity on the other side of the Atlantic.
Aren't you? Hurry up.
The Arthur Haynes Show moved from its original home in Hackney Empire to Elstree.
Well, it's his foot, Your Honour.
Yes, foot. Very bad foot.
He's got a bad foot. He can't down on the ground. It's an artery walls. Oh. Right, I'll put the foot up over here. What's this?
That's his crutch. Put that over there, please.
Right, take the boot off, will you?
Hey?
Take his boot off, please. And the sock as well, please.
Pardon?
I said take his sock off. That's not his sock. Well, what the devil is it, then? That's dirt.
And that superb artist, Lena Horne, together with her composer-arranger husband, Lenny Hayter, made her first appearance with ATV at Elstree.
Life's really worth living when we are merged given. Why can't I give some to you? When skies are gray and you say you are blue, I'll send the sun smiling through. I want to be happy, but I won't be happy till I make you happy too. I want to be happy, but I'll never be happy till I make you happy too. Life's really worth living when we are merged given. Why can't I give some to you? When skies are gray and you say you are blue, I'll send the sun smiling through. I want to be happy, but I'll never be happy till I make you happy too.
No. Well, tell him to check it again. Don't you hear? Oh, hello, Paddy. Where the hell have you been? I can imagine.
Oh, seriously, Alec. Fingers to the bone. Oh? It's a needle in a haystack. What cliches? Well, after all, he's just a stateless seaman. It's not as if he's run off with anybody's money.
1965 gave us front page story and Charlie Drake in The Worker.
And has not been seen or heard of since. Hello, cobbler! Get up here. Get back to work while you're still safe. Where have you been?
Hey?
Where have you been?
Where have I been? It's a good start, isn't it? Where have I been, he said. I'll give you a clue. Give you a clue, you ready? Here's your starter for 10. Tiny kangaroo down, boy, tiny kangaroo. He keeps on, me dingo. Right, me careful. Oh, what's up? Whatever's up, Mr. Pooh, me old cobbler?
They were from the police, weren't they? They were policemen. Linda, I won't tell you again. Well, what is it? What's the mystery? I'm entitled to know. You're not entitled to know anything. Something's wrong, something serious. I heard Dad shouting. Has he done something wrong? Is that it? Has he done something really wrong?
Tell her.
Well,
Why not? Tell her.
The young girl in Knock on Any Door was Jane Asher.
Tell her.
And the power game needed no introduction.
This isn't a holiday excursion. I need Dowling and Henderson here to analyze this stuff.
How is Keith?
Fat and pompous.
Are we buying or selling, and if so, what?
Neither. Dowling.
Your coat, Lady Wilder.
Why do Englishmen always imagine that the first-class section of an aeroplane is for men only?
It's 1966, and that brought us the first of the Tom Jones shows.
Like the beat, beat, beat of the tom-tom. When the jungle shadows fall.
You might have been mobbed.
Oh, I can take care of myself, Mr. Hunter.
Oh, yes. Well, we were worried, Mrs. T. And Sir Charles wanted a board meeting tonight to authorize the offer to Haxton shareholders.
He never said.
You knew this takeover bid was in the air.
All I know is I can't go and play bingo when I want
This is
to.
Thursday, of course, followed by the Dickie Valentine show.
Give me a song, any kind of song, as long as I can sing for you.
George.
Yes.
What are you doing for Christmas?
Oh, nothing special.
How'd you like to spend it at my place?
I don't know any of your friends.
It'll be just the two of us.
Just the two of us? Who says there's no Santa Claus? Come on.
Peggy Mount and Sid James in George and the Dragon. '66 saw ATV's first colour production, Heart of Show Business it was called, and as you can see it was a glittering and vast collection of stars who had banded together to help the victims of that terrible disaster at Aberfan.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present the most original acrobatic act in the world. They are related to Spike Milligan, Peter Sellers, and Harry Seacombe. Les Trois Charlies! In 1967, Engelbert Humperdinck made a big impact.
I have a band of men, and all they do is play for me.
Coming out, Mum. I've got to go and get the rest of them grapefruit.
Yes, all right, Daddy. Just finished me tea.
3 rousing cheers for the chairman, eh, Harry?
And Honey Lane was the first series to use the outside lot at Elstree.
Oh, now I feel human again. You know, we ought to put up a statue to the geezer who thought of having a special licensed boozing parlour in Honey Lane.
I always thought that was you, Billy.
Oh, turn it up, Mr. Mead. I was a bloke who said they should give away free beer. Before me time. It's always been my trouble. I'll see you.
Up. Stop. Right a little.
1967 also saw the birth of that intellectual feast, The Golden Shot, first compared by Jackie Ray and then by Bob Monkhouse.
Stop, fire.
Probably ATV's most bizarre and improbable production, Virgin of the Secret Service.
Direct descendant of Catherine the Great, Empress of all the Russias.
The one and only Tony Bennett.
1968, and Tony Hawes introduces The Tony Bennett Show.
I've got to be seen making that love scene a spot for two on stage with you. I'm not kidding you. Well, making make-believe come true.
I'm feeling a bit faint. Have you got a cup of tea or anything?
Also, Percy, I wouldn't recommend a cup of French tea. We make appalling tea, but might I suggest a little glass of wine? What about a little glass of Chateau Vermeil?
Fine, that's beautiful. Thank you very much.
It's a delicious wine. I think you'd like that one.
1743.
Precisely, you are connoisseur, Sir Percy.
Lovely.
Now I must ask you to lower your trousers and cough.
Well, I'd rather not. I'd rather cough with them on, actually.
Yes, I don't like that bit either very much. Good, just cough, please. And again. How long have you had this cough?
About the last,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tom Jones.
And here's part of the pilot Tom Jones special that really launched him.
Listen to the pouring rain, listen to it pour. And with every drop of rain, you know I love you more. Let it rain all night long. Let my love for you grow strong. As long as we're together, who cares about the weather? Listen to the falling rain, listen to it fall. And with every drop of rain, I can hear you call. Call my name right out loud. I can hear above the clouds. Down here among the puddles, you and I together huddle. Listen to the falling rain, listen to the rain. It's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring. Went to bed and he bumped his head. He couldn't get up in the morning. Listen to the falling rain, listen to it fall. And with every drop of rain, I can hear you call. Call my name right out loud. I can hear above the clouds. Down here among the puddles, you and I together huddle. Listen to the falling rain, listen to the rain. Listen to the falling rain, listen to it fall. And with every drop of rain, I can hear you call. Call my name right out loud. I can hear above the clouds. Down here among the puddles, you and I together huddle. falling rain, listen to the rain. Listen to the falling rain, listen to the rain. Listen to the falling rain, listen to the rain. Listen to the falling rain, listen to the rain.
ATV won its first Queen's Award for Industry in 1967. But in 1969, it recorded its second presentation, and the company became very worried about the Ministry of Defence.
I now have very great pleasure, on behalf of Her Majesty,
Ladies and gentlemen, Liberace.
Fraud Squad, still in black and white, as were, surprisingly, after Aberfan, so many programs.
Not Seaton? Yeah. Me, sir? Yeah. Oh, well, sir. It's simple arithmetic. You've got your O-levels. Now, I won't be long. If anyone calls, I'm building St. Paul's. Drive me to Nuneaton, Hicks.
We could ring the Argus.
I want you to see the O'Leary woman. I need evidence.
Camille, part of the long and highly successful series Crimes of Passion, based on the French legislature.
You may proceed, Monsieur le Vicaire General. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will be brief. I want to return for one moment to this suicide attempt. Was the accused genuinely intending to take her own life?
Was she seeking perhaps to escape from her wretchedness, to atone in some measure for her guilt? I do not think so.
To present to you on behalf of Her Majesty the appointment of the award and the emblem.
Thank you indeed, sir.
Another joint United States production, Engelbert Humperdinck.
Best things in life are the better things in life. They're the best things in life are free.
1970 brought Time Slip.
Sorry, I just threw that in there. Which takes us to Anne, George I, George II, George III, and IV, William IV, Victoria, Edward VII, George V, Edward VIII, George VI, and finally, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Congratulations, Fred. That was truly marvelous.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you.
Well done, Fred. Well done. So true, so very true.
Thank you, sir.
Most moving art, most moving.
Terrific, sir. Sensitive reading. Just great.
Thank you.
Richard Chamberlain's Hamlet, which collected 5 U.S. Academy Awards.
Now follows that you know. Down Fortinbras, thinking by our late dear brother's death, our state must be disjoint and out of frame, he hath not failed to pester us with message, importing the surrender of those lands lost by his father to our valiant brother. Therefore will we send forth ambassadors with strong complaint unto old Fortinbras, that he may check his nephew's purposes. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? What wouldst thou have, Laertes?
My dread liege, your leave and favour to return to France?
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
He hath, my lord, wrung from me my slow leave. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes. Time be thine. And now my cousin Hamlet, and my son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much of the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted colour off. Do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou know'st 'tis common, all that lives must die.
Aye, madam, it is common.
Will it be? Why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is, I know not, seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, together with all forms, modes, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play. But I have that within which passeth show. These, but the trappings and the suits of...
Collecting awards was beginning to become a habit. In 1971, Marty Feldman was due to collect the first Golden Rose of Montreux for ATV.
Charlie Feldman comedy machine, starring... Good Lord, they still haven't fixed him.
Entitled, It's a Funny Old... I say, there's a baby doctor outside.
There's a baby doctor outside. Tell him I can't bear him.
I will.
It's all happening tonight, friends. You're getting the good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen.
I say.
Oh, yes.
There's a trapeze artist outside.
Trapeze artist? Tell him to hang about.
Right.
The recitation entitled, She was only the...
Mr. Ancona.
Guess who's a guest on your show next week?
I don't know who is a guest on my show next week.
I am, you twerp. You don't think I'll come on for nothing, do you? Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I say, if it's wrong...
Get him off. Ladies and gentlemen, a little doggy station. No, a little reggae station. A little recitation, ladies and gentlemen. Achtung, Achtung, Achtung.
Was ist gefilmt von einer Schrift in der Rinde bekannt?
There's a skin specialist outside.
There's a skin... There's a what?
A skin specialist outside.
Tell him I've got a spot for him. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone a gin.
Run up the mountain to the last kiss of sunset. Lie in the grass above the trees. Sing me an echo as we climb down the shadows. Deep, drowsy flowers round our knees. Hear how it flows. I know how it goes. I believe my love.
We also won our third Queen's Award for Industry.
It is not I who has made this occasion possible, but surely it is the labours of all those who work in this company. I, too, hope that I shall return here again and again for such an occasion.
Yeah.
But, my lord, you must remember something. And this perhaps answers the question that Sir Lou asked me before lunch. Whereas ATV will, I am sure, continue to flourish forever, a Lord Lieutenant Withers, and I am no exception to this rule. I rejoice, as do all your guests here today, at the fact that your company has gained the Queen's Award for Industry for the third time. The standard is very high, and to win the award once is hard enough, but to win it 3 times in such a short time is proof of the very high standard of efficiency, sense of purpose, and enthusiasm of all who work for the company. For this very reason, I convey to all that you have mentioned, my lord, in your speech, the warmest congratulations of Her Majesty the Queen for winning for the third time the award for outstanding achievements in the export field.
There was some extra this week.